Tag TV and Tag Radio be seen and heard by both technology users and technology producers throughout the state of Georgia and around the world. Low cost, big benefits, powerhouse online branded video and audio has arrived. Tag TV, Tag Radio, there's a lot more to know. This edition of Tech Talk is brought to you by GlobalSpeak.com, new media consultants, corporate video and audio communications, video and audio production and distribution, live and virtual event production. Tag TV and Tag Radio is a service of GlobalSpeak.com, creatively delivering powerful marketing, video, and audio solutions. Facebook or Google? If I were to ask you which site gets more weekly traffic, which one would you choose? Well, if you picked Facebook, you're right. If Facebook were a country, it would be the world's third largest, bigger than the United States. Is social media a fad or the biggest shift since the Industrial Revolution? Recent research reports that over 50% of the world's population is under 30. 96% of what some call digital natives, millennials, have never lived without broadband connectivity and have joined a social network. 96%. We've all heard the stats. Radio took 38 years to reach 50 million people, TV 13 years, the Internet 4 years. Well, go figure this. It took the iPod only 3 years. Facebook added 200 million users in less than a year. What's next? Greetings, everyone. It's Tuesday, March 1st, 2011, and this is Tech Talk with Technology Association of Georgia President Tino Mantella. Up to the Tech Talk, social media. Do we have a choice whether to use it, or is the question how well will we do it? Is it a fad or a fundamental shift that has ignited a revolution? You decide as we explore the Upward Wave, a startup hyper-efficient tool to manage multiple social media transactions for business and non-government organizations simultaneously. Headquartered in Savannah, we speak with the company founder, Dr. Jerry K. Williams, MD. Following a half-year beta testing period, Upward Wave's proof of concept became evident in the results of early adopting clients who reported huge returns on investment spent with the Upward Wave. Measuring the value of social media advertising and why all marketing will become social media, as Tino Tech Talks with social media marketing management company, Upward Wave founder, Dr. Jerry Williams.
Jerry, thank you for joining me on Tech Talk.
Glad to be here.
It's great to have another Savannah company with us today, and appreciate what you're doing in that beautiful part of the world. And I think many of our listeners probably don't know much about Upward Wave, so let's start out by you telling us a little bit about the company.
Well, Upward Wave is actually a pretty unique company. We're the first company we know of actually in the world that has taken on a large scale doing daily social media management for small businesses.
And say a little bit more about that. So, who's your target? Who's your target company for this business?
Well, you know, it's interesting. We have a service that we provide where we create new and original content every day for small businesses, and we're at a price point that is so inexpensive that our target audience is huge. It's anything from the small taco stand down on the corner with no indoor seating to maybe a local or regional bank. We have clients that are $5 million a year companies, and we have clients that are small 1 and 2 employee mom and pop operations. So it's pretty broad.
Yeah, and your edge or your differentiation point, I think, would be that you're providing this content. Is that right? Is that the advantage that you're offering in the marketplace versus a company that's small and probably doesn't even have a marketing department necessarily or a social media expert trying to do that?
Correct. What we kept hearing over and over again was that from marketing and advertising gurus is that they couldn't get content from their clients to put into social media. And that's where my neurology training kicked in. I'm a medical doctor, and I went and sat down with some board-certified industrial psychologists and said, can you help me gather information about a business quickly and efficiently where we can create content about that business in a Facebook format? Now, keep in mind, this is not blogging. This is a more detailed discussion, as you would see in blogging. These are Facebook and Twitter posts. So we derived a tool, and we used that to gather information about the company, and then we just started conversation on social media with their customers and potential customers.
Sounds very interesting, and we talked a little bit, and there's this idea of you're actually helping to put people back to work. So tell me how that's happening.
Well, we really have, right now we've got two roles. We've got salespeople who are out working and selling Upward Wave, informing small businesses and not-for-profits about the service we offer. And then we have people who are actually doing the post creating. A lot of people, as you know, they're in the advertising and journalism industry right now who are unemployed. And those are the people we're looking for, people with maybe a degree in journalism they're not using. And they're able to work from home. They are able to have very flexible hours, but still command, salaries in the mid-50s, $50,000 plus a year, working 40 hours a week.
So you're Savannah-based, and you're growing. And are you now national, or are you basically in Georgia at this point in time?
Oh, no, we're national. We have clients from Massachusetts, Virginia, Greater D.C., just all over. We just recently picked up our first clients in Australia. We're looking very seriously about how we're going to launch in Great Britain, and that will be coming here in the next 6 to 8 weeks. But I don't know at what point we officially become national, but
it sounds like you're well on your way.
Yeah, we're all over the East Coast, if that counts.
Yeah, and you started in 2010, so you're obviously a fast-moving company, which we love to see. And you've also mentioned about return on investment. So some of the early adopters of this program have seen some success, I assume.
Well, yes, they have. It's really interesting. One of the first clients we beta tested this product on was a small taco stand that has no indoor seating, and I mentioned them as an example earlier. They ran a Facebook fish taco special their very first day, and the only way you could know about it is if you saw it on Facebook. There were no signs anywhere, and the only way you could get the special price was if you went to the counter and ordered it and mentioned that you saw it on Facebook, you wanted the Facebook special. They sold 17 of them their first day.
Wow.
At that price point, they made more than $99 their first day. So I knew when the smallest, tiniest mom-and-pop business that we were beta testing this product on could pay for the entire month's service in one day, we knew we were getting somewhere. That was a good start. But we've had some other successes. We had a ladies' dress shop that in 10 days into using our service had 6 women come through the door specifically saying, number one, they'd never been in the business before, but number two, they were coming in because of what they had seen recently on Facebook. One of those customers spent over $1,500. That's over 4,000% return on investment for 10 days' worth of marketing with Upward Wave.
Well, that's amazing. Congratulations on that success. So, forecast out where you'd like to be a year from now, maybe 3 years from now. What's the opportunity? It sounds like it's a massive market if you could capture it.
Yes, we want to be the leader in social media management for small business and not-for-profits. And obviously, our first place where we wanted to gain a foothold is in the U.S., but then we also want to have a significant market share in the other English-speaking countries, Canada, Great Britain, Australia, New Zealand, in addition to the U.S., and then, of course, start branching out into other countries, other languages.
Well, Jerry, I'm out of time, but I want to thank you for joining me on Tech Talk today, and congratulations on the success of your company, and we'll be keeping an eye out for it maybe beyond again a year from now and see how you've progressed at that point.
Thank you so much for having me.